Stadium. It's the TV3 Game of the Week. It's the first game of the high school football season around Indiana tonight, and here at Connersville, the Spartans welcome Richmond to Spartan Stadium to begin the 9-game regular season. Hi everybody, with Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schoma. Welcome you to TV3's Game of the Week. We are at Spartan Stadium on the campus of Connersville High School. Ron, I know you join me in welcoming our viewers to TV3's first telecast of the CHS 2018-2019 Spartan season.
Hard to believe, Fran, that we're already here at the football season. It's a perfect night of football here at Spartan Field, and got some news before this game that the Spartans received some votes in the 4A poll. So, hopefully that's an exciting of things to come.
Spartans Red Devils game will have a difficult time to match or exceed the excitement that occurred a year ago tonight at Richmond. In that game, the Spartans fell behind 16-0, but scored 22 unanswered points and won in overtime 22-16. That was one of the 4 Spartan wins. It was the first of 10 straight losses for the Richmond team.
Yeah, and that was I believe the first time in close to 80 years that we had actually beat Richmond on the football field. So hopefully we can start a streak of 2 in a row this year.
The Spartans' record in 2017 was 4-6. Richmond's was 0-10. In fact, Ron, Richmond hasn't won a football game since October 7th of 2016.
Well, they are hungry coming on. I'm telling you, that makes them very, very hungry, very, very dangerous coming in here. Again, they have lost Connersville beat them for the first time in a lot of years. They want to wipe that memory away from them immediately tonight.
The Spartans scored an average of 20.9 points a game in 2017. And the defense gave up 38.2 points a game. So
they got to turn that around.
It'd be nice to have it the other
way around. Yeah, they got to turn that around. And again, that was one of the problems that we had last year, that we had a 3-game winning streak at one time.
Yes.
But it just seemed like we couldn't keep the momentum going, and it seemed like every time that we had opportunities, something bad happened, whether it was a faulty penalty or a turnover. Turnover seemed to happen at the most inopportune times.
That's right. Tony Lewis is in his first year as the Richmond head coach. He has coached elsewhere, though. He has a record of 53 wins, 11 losses in 6 years as a head coach. So he brings some pretty good credentials to Richmond.
Absolutely, 53-11. I think anybody would take that record coming into a coaching vacancy as Richmond had last year. Again, 0-10 last year. They're looking to right the ship, and they got the right coach to do it.
The captains of these two teams meeting with the officials in the center circle. Here you can see on TV3, and it apparently will be Richmond kicking off to the Spartans to open this ball game in just a matter of minutes here at Connersville in their red and white home uniforms, red jerseys, white pants. Richmond in solid white. Their colors also are red and white. They have red numerals. Should be an exciting season, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam Kelly last year, freshman, starting, the coach's son.
Yes.
Starting this year. Again, his sophomore season, got a lot of experience last year, get 3 victories in a row. That hadn't happened in a while for the Spartans. Really, I think since the first season of his dad's coaching season. So, he's got some victories under his belt. He's got some growth. Hopefully he'll grow even more this year, maturity-wise on the field, and lead us and earn that 17 ranking in the 4A state.
As we mentioned, the Spartans won 4 ball games. 3 of those were on the road. They won 1 home game. That was against Indianapolis Quadruple. So I know these kids out there representing Connersville would like to win more games here at home for the home fans.
Absolutely. I mean, the faithful here, they are some of the most vocal, some of the most loyal fans of any high school team. And you would think that it wouldn't be that much in football because we really haven't had that much success. But I'm telling you, the faithful here, it's it's an honor and a privilege to play in front of these fans. It's an honor and privilege to watch them here on this great field. And again, we're getting ready to start off. Hopefully, what will be a nice season for the Spartans.
Well, I know the kids that really appreciate the fans showing up, and
oh yeah,
and they try hard, as you mentioned a couple of minutes ago. breaks just hard to come for Connersville.
Yeah, and hopefully we can turn those breaks around. I mean, it wasn't like it needed. I mean, we just need we need the breaks to go our way this year.
Here's the kickoff taken by Spartans number 15. That is Gavin Lynch, and moves the ball up to about the 17-yard line. So a very short gain on the kickoff for CHS.
Yeah, Gavin, a backup quarterback. He's a 5'7" freshman. Plays free safety when he's on the defensive side of the ball.
Connersville goes to work. Adam Kelly will be at the quarterback spot. He's sophomore, 6'3".
Yeah, he's grown a lot during the offseason.
Yes. As you point out, as a freshman has a year under his belt, so I'm sure that experience is going to show here in this season. Under the center, number 2 he wears, hands off. Gain up to about the 23, 24-yard line. Pick up at maybe 5. Second down coming up for Connersville.
Landon circle there. He's a 5'11" junior, plays linebacker on the other side of the ball as well. And that was a nice hole, as you can see there, that Landon ran through. You get 4 or 5 yards on your first play. You got to like that. And again, we had a lot of drives last year, Fran, that kind of stalled out as well. So, we had maybe 1 good play and 3 or 4 bad plays. Let's hope that trend doesn't continue this year.
Spartans stay on the ground quite a bit. There's a big pileup and a short gain on second and 5 for the Spartans. They get it across the 25-yard line to about the 26, maybe 27. Let's see where they spot it.
Nice muscle there from Kelly as he, again, right there, he's blindsided or, hit head on by a couple of the guys, but still was able to get 2-3 yards from that.
The important third down coming up. Spartans need a couple to keep the football. 3rd and 2 for Connersville, their own territory.
I like it when it's 3rd and short like this. Don't like it when it's 3rd and long, as it was a lot last year.
See what happens here is a handoff, a pile up. Oh, didn't make it. It's going to be a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, kind of the exact play as the last play, just on the other side of the line, and Kelly just got met by a wall of white jerseys here. As missed tackle right there. Number 42 is unblocked, and Kelly had nowhere to go.
No gain on the play, so it's 4th and 2.
Richmond got to be feeling good having that stop.
Cole Martin is back at the 15-yard line. Low pass from center.
Yeah, that's blocked.
And it's blocked, and Richmond will recover inside the 10.
Yeah,
first break of the ball game goes to the Red Devils.
Yeah, that right there, just a mistake from the Spartan. Bad snap. Instead of kicking it, may have went to the kicker, or the punter should have went to the side and not kicked it. Maybe tried to run it, but
1st and goal for Richmond. This ball will be spotted at about the 8-yard line.
Richmond definitely could not have drawn that up any better with field position on the 8-yard line. Now it's time for our defense to get tough.
We'll see what the line of Connersville is made of here real quick early in this ball game.
We're going to have to find out very fast.
Snediger is the quarterback for the Red Devils. He hands off. There's a hole and a touchdown.
You talk about a hole, that was more. I mean, that was a gigantic lane that you and I could have ran through. Beautiful blocking from Richmond, and that took 1 play for them to score.
Right. Here comes the replay.
Yeah, nice misdirection there, and kind of a delay there from the quarterback on the handoff. Kind of froze the offensive line there for a little bit, but just enough to open up that big lane right there. That was beautiful.
9:49 on the clock in the opening quarter, and Richmond is out in front 6-0. Here's the point after try. Snap from center. Punt the point after try kick is good. And it's a 7-0 score in favor of the Richmond Red Devils as they get a big break in this ball game as the Spartans, as they block a kick by the Spartans, and it's a 7-0 score real quick.
Yeah, Connersville just needs to shake that off and move forward. And remember, last year we were down 16 and came back. And we had a few games last year where we were behind. Again, talk about last year. That season's over. We really shouldn't be talking about it. But sometimes habits kind of develop
Sure. Well, of course, teams change every year round. With graduation, you lose a lot of key players. So actually, really, you shouldn't be comparing teams.
No, not at all.
From one year to the next because they change so much.
But there's nothing to compare it to because this is the first game of the season. And again, just got to shake it off as Coach Kelly would more than likely tell the kids, shake it off, let's move on, plenty of time in this ball game.
Ball placed down, and the kicker will be number 11 for the Richmond Red Devils. That's Wyatt Bird. Ooh, end over end, and it will be taken at the 9-yard line. Number 15 for the Spartans goes sideways and is caught by a Richmond defender and dropped is Gavin Lynch. Spartans again deep in their own territory as they will start their second series of plays.
Spartans are hurting themselves by having bad field position. Again, this is only the second one, but, giving Richmond the ball at the 8. I mean, we'd like to get a little bit better field position.
Kelly comes to the near sideline to get the instructions from his dad, the head coach. Now the Spartans breaks and a couple of wide receivers, one to the right, one to the left. Let's see if they go to the air. There's a snap from center, and that Richmond defense continues to hold, and Spartans go no place.
Yeah, they really got off the ball quickly there. The defense from the Richmond Red Devils, their defensive line controlled that.
They lost, I think, a couple of yards. It's going to be a second down and long coming up for the Spartans. We'll call it a 2nd and 11. Now the trip to the sidelines by Kelly. Now he rejoins his teammates in the huddle.
I tell you, Kelly does have an arm on him. Watching him during the pregame warm-ups, he was really throwing the ball very well to his receivers. Of course, it's a lot different when you got guys running after you.
Pitch out, a loose football, and the ball, Colton Glover falls on the loose ball. He had it for a minute, and then he dropped it and fell on it. So the Spartans are even deeper in their own territory.
Yeah, Kelly not happy with that. He had to head up right there to be able to go after the ball, to go grab it, or otherwise Richmond would have had even better field position. As Kelly, you see, you don't like to see your quarterback dive like that with 3 or 4 other guys from the other team diving on him, but you had to get the ball.
They're down and long for the Spartans.
Yeah, that's long and longer.
Call it 20 at least, don't you think? 19, 20?
Yeah, it looks like it's 19 as there's
timeout taken by Connersville.
Yeah, I don't like to take a timeout this early.
Trying to regroup and see if they can't.
Just got to relax a little bit and slow down. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Just this is the first game of the season, so we got to remember that there's a lot of butterflies, a lot of
absolutely, a lot of jitters. I mean, all of these kids, both teams.
Yeah, and the kids definitely, without question, want to earn their ranking, the preseason ranking that came out, and the kids. Again, this just got to calm down a little bit. I'm sure that's what Coach Kelly's talking to the kids right now is, hey, just calm down a little bit, relax. Yes, it's 3rd and 19, but this is not the end of the world if we don't get up to the 19 yards. I'd imagine they would run to try to get some yards. That way they can have more room to punt.
3rd down.
Union Savings and Loan Association. I'd like to thank all these corporate sponsors for their continued support of Spartan Athletics. Thank you.
Here comes the play, and short gain. Maybe a couple of yards, maybe 3. We'll see where placed down by the official.
At the 3 or 4 yard line, so give him a little bit of room to punt out of. He's about a 3 yard line right there. Again, giving that just a little bit of room for the punter to. Is Kelly the punter as well? Yeah, Adams kicking this one. Unless it's a huge long shot.
Here's a snap, good snap from center this time. gets a punt away, will come down in Connersville territory and will on the far sidelines. Not sure if it rolled out of bounds or not. Did it right?
Yeah, I can't tell if it did. I know it's, yeah, it may have downed right there. Looks like it's at, what, the 34?
I think so.
Yeah. So, yeah, Adam Jr., you know, punted that one out there. Did a nice punt away from, you know, again, you were almost guaranteed that Richmond was going to get the ball in our territory.
Red Devils ready for their second series. They lead in this ball game 7-0, scoring on the first time on a block punt.
Yeah, one play.
Running it into the end zone.
Yeah.
Here's a quarterback and a shotgun, hands off. Number 11 heads for the sidelines and finally pushed out of bounds, but it's going to be close to maybe a pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got the first, not quite. Looks like he's just a little bit short, but again, nice blocking there from the Richmond Red Devil line. They controlled it that one play that they had to punch it in from 8 yards, and right there, again, nice blocking upfield there from number 7 for the Red Devils. So, you know, again, blocking has been, you know, their friend.
That's Julian Hogan. Here's their second play. Man coming wide to the near side. Picks up some blockers and is knocked out of bounds at around the 1 yard line.
Yeah, he about outran his blockers on that.
That's
again,
right.
You know, the line from Richmond Red Devils are just dominating the Spartans, and it's only their third play.
That's right.
You know, real good blocking there.
That's Julian Hoagland. He's a 5'9" senior at Richmond High.
Yeah, nice. Yes, Adam Kelly saved the touchdown right there.
Comes a play inside.
Geez, they're making it look easy. That offensive line, they're making it look easy. 3 plays and got 32 yards on that. That's impressive.
They go up 13-0 with 6:41 remaining on the clock here in the first period. Getting ready to point after another kick try. Kicker will be Bird, Wyatt Bird.
Extra point good.
He looks like he's just barely chipping it in.
Extra point is good, so they go on top by a 14-0 score. The Richmond Red Devils do. Well, let's see what the Spartans can do in the third time to get the ball right.
Yeah, let's hope that they have righted the ship a little bit again. Still got plenty of time in this ball game. No sense in throwing in that white flag yet. Plenty of time to right the ship. Calm down. That's all they need to do. Just calm down and relax, and everything will come into place. But what happens is that when you have some butterflies like that, Fran, and then you're playing from behind, they get increased because you try to do too much.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that's one of the worst things you can do when you fall behind.
Yeah, let's not try. You know, we're not going to get back 14 points in one play. You know, I mean, it'd be great if we had a big, long play, but what we need to do is just really focus on just one play at a time, and everything will start happening.
Come the Red Devils getting ready to kick off for the third time to the Spartans. All spotted at the 40. First game of the season here. We're at Spartan Stadium, and Richmond Red Devils scored a couple of times. And over in, and it will be taken near the goal line by Lynch. Comes to the near sidelines, and we'll get to around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say it might have been better to let the ball go into the end zone on that, but he did have a nice return right there, and nice camera work right there. We're almost in your. We're going to get 3D vision here very soon, but nice. Stepped out there right about the 19.
Number 15, Gavin Lynch, is a 5'7" freshman at CHS.
Yeah, he's one of the backup quarterbacks.
Yes. Ball spotted at the 19. That's where the Spartans began, at their own 19.
I think that may be the best position we've had in our 3 positions.
I think you're right.
Yeah, in our 3 possessions.
Here's the pitch out.
It just
goes to Colton Glover. Goes to his left. Meets some Richmond folks.
Yeah, nobody was blocking the Red Devil right there. We see it on the replay, see where he's coming. Again, you definitely want to spread out the defense a little bit, but there's nobody blocked. The Red Devil right there, I believe it was number 84. And yeah, that's not good.
Second down and 12 for the Spartans.
And when you get these, reverse plays and going backwards each time, again, that adds to the urgency that we got to do something.
Spartans break from the huddle. Tight formation this time. And then in motion, Kelly fires a pass at the last minute, hits the receiver, gets up to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great athletic ability there from Kelly. As he was. I mean, the blitz came in, and he was almost nailed right away.
Running for his life, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Landon Serpa was a receiver, moved the ball to back to the line, about 16, 17-yard line. So
so we're still about 12 yards ago.
Yes, third down.
Yeah, we definitely, without question, need to start. Our line needs to start stepping up because Adam can't. He needs a little bit more time.
Mm-hmm. Here's a handoff up through the middle, and
it was wide. He
goes
pulled up.
Goes to his left. I thought he was coming up to the middle.
And I thought so too, but it didn't fool the Richmond Red Devils as number 4 he ran about 30 yards across the field and did not. I think he may have got a yard.
Well, it's 4th and 10, and you know what that means for the Spartans.
Yeah, Kelly's going to punt. Which, in a sense, with Kelly being the punter, it may keep Richmond kind of on their toes a little bit since he is the quarterback as well, and he does have an arm.
That's true. We've seen that.
Yeah, Kelly does have an arm.
Snap from center. He gets the kick away. It will come down and go out of bounds at the 40.
No, it's going to be. Look, he's going about to 30.
That's a 32-yard
line. Wow, that's
right.
Only like a 12-yard punt. Now you see where they want to do is they want to go ahead and kick it away from the punt returner, but that just went way too out of bounds.
Richmond takes over Connersville territory. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils out in front, 14-0. A little over 4 minutes left to play in this opening period.
4 impressive plays from Richmond has netted them 2 touchdowns. And Richmond's taking a timeout.
Right, they're going to talk it over and see what plays they came up with this time, Ron.
Yeah, they've been averaging 8-9 yards a carry, and blocking has just really been top-notch. I mean, right now we're seeing a clinic from the offensive line for Richmond Red Devils, and this is not the team that we saw last year. And again, first game jitters here, Spartan Stadium. We need to stop right here. We, without question, need to have a stop.
That would be a real confidence builder if the Spartans could do that. Stop this Red Devil onslaught here because we haven't been able to do it so far.
Well, they're winning on both sides of the ball at the line. They're winning both sides of the ball at the line. And again, when our quarterback is not having any time at all to hand off or to throw, that's a problem. And then you couple it with the Red Devils are just owning our defensive line. Hopefully, again, we got to right the ship or this is going to be an incredibly long night. Yeah,
they're just wearing our kids down is what's going on.
Yeah,
Richmond sends a couple of receivers, one to the right, one to the left.
Oh, somebody moved. Yeah, I was going to say, he moved. There was a flag. Surprised nobody heard it. It's going to be Richmond false start.
Offsides.
Yeah, it was kind of a late flag, but definitely the receiver on our side of the ball moved a little too soon.
It'll mark off 5 yards from where the play started, and that'll put it at the 37-yard line, 38, long in there, about 37.
Yeah, the first negative.
First mistake by Richmond.
Yeah. We have to.
First down for the Red Devils and about 15.
Have to take advantage of that.
Comes a snap from center. Here's a handoff.
Oh,
Guy
that's
coming
good.
to
Yeah,
the near
there we go.
side and bumps into a couple of the Spartans and is decked. Nice defense by Connersville.
Yeah, Connersville held their own on that right there,
Yes.
Fran. As you watch the blocking
Right.
again, we've seen this play before, and our number 9 right there from the Spartans got off his blocker
right.
and
Yeah.
let him run into him and held on tight to him with.
That's Evan Schaefer on defense for Connersville. Nice stop, Evan.
Yeah, I mean that was a good stop from Evan right there. As again, he kept his vision on the ball and just went off the defender.
Second and
the
12 for
offensive line.
Richmond. Snap from center. Oop, loose ball for a moment. Picked up by the quarterback, and he fires one, and it goes out of bounds at the 34, 32-yard line.
Getting very nice from the Spartans right there as they.
Spartans' last 2 defensive plays look good.
Very good. Looks like they're correcting, righting the ship a little bit.
Third down for the Red Devils.
3rd and long. Something that we've known all too well this game.
3 minutes on the clock here in the first period. Red Devils out in front. They're in control of the football right now. Comes a snap from center. Quarterback in a shotgun, fires a long one. That will be no around Spartans, but nobody from the Red Devils was around the football.
I was going to say, I thought there may have been could have been a pickoff right there, but number 72 looked like he may have held one of our guys coming through. No flag, but 4th and long looks like we did exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to take advantage. One thing is that we took advantage of their mistake.
Absolutely. 4th and long for the Red Devils.
They had that penalty, and of course that dropped on the snap. So
are they going to punt the foot?
No, I think they're going for it.
It looks like it, right? I thought, well, the punter will be lining up here, but he didn't, and so here's the number 9 firing the football long, and it's going to be incomplete. Spartans will be taking over.
Exactly what you had hoped for. The Spartan faithful are coming alive.
The Red Devils fail for the first time to score after getting the football.
Yeah, and the faithful again coming alive, and there's an extra spring in the boys' step again. We don't have to we can't get 14 points on one play. Let's just have a nice sustained drive right now. Right the ship, relax a little bit.
Spartans will take over on their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
That was a series where our defensive line stepped up big time.
You say if we can push in a 6 or 7 pointer here.
Yeah, I like it.
At the end of the first quarter would be great. Let's see how Connersville reacts. Here's a incomplete pass intended on the near side for Connersville's number 9, Evan Schaefer, just out of his reach from Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. Again, nice protection from Kelly and. I'm not sure how Schaefer missed that. It looked like it just went right through his hands.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was on the assignment.
Yeah. But Kelly's got, Kelly's one of those kids that he's got a very, very strong arm. And
yeah, he's a left-handed kid.
Yeah. And he has a very strong arm. And, I tell you what, I don't know if I'd want to catch one of his passes. I'd have to give me some gloves.
Spartan spread one to the right, one to the left. Let's see what happens. Number 12 takes the handoff and drives into the line. Owen Lynch is a ball carrier for the Spartans. He's a 9th grader at CHS.
I think that's 42. I thought it was 12-2, and it came up, that's 42. That's circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was going to say that, too, until I saw him come up. That's, again, very, very happy that we started that series off with a pass. Hopefully, we, wish we could have completed it, but, now we're 3rd and long, and, our running we just had that one first play of 5 yards, and that's been about it for us.
Colton Glover comes near to the wide to the near side, and Kelly takes aim and fires downfield, and it will be
wow.
just out of the reach of the Spartan intended receiver at the 30-yard line.
Well, he had a little bit of a step on him, and, again, I like that. I like the play calling. Nothing came about it, but I like the play calling from Coach Kelly. to kind of shake things up a little bit. You know, you keep doing that, it's, you know, hopefully it will pay dividends later on. But we saw the arm there of Kelly just a little bit out of reach of the receiver.
4th and 10 for Connersville, so another punting situation.
I almost want to fake it.
There's Kelly.
Oh, there's a flag. We got the ball back. Yeah, that's roughing the kicker. We'll get the ball
yellow
back.
flag on the field at the 30-yard line.
Yep, we'll get the ball back.
Everything will be called back.
Yep, absolutely. You know, a lot of times you teach your punter to kind of sell those things if it's close, but Kelly was mauled by 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah, luckily
might have been blocked.
he jumped up. I'm glad the kid's okay.
Yeah, 2, 3 guys, so that's our ball back. And again, a mistake from the Red Devils. We need to take advantage of that.
That's right. That's a break for us. Let's see if we can capitalize as they took advantage of the Spartan breaks.
Yeah, they sure have. We haven't yet
the
so
breaks
far.
that they got, the Spartan mistakes, I guess I should call them.
Yeah, well, that's the key to this ball game, is that they've taken advantage of our mistakes and we haven't.
No,
now he pointed.
Penalty is declined.
I was going to say,
1st and 10 for Richmond.
What did we?
From the 20-yard line.
You know, I'm surprised at this because that would have given us the ball back. But, you know, Adam must feel very confident of the defense to be able to. I just don't understand this, but.
I'm not certain either just what. Is Richmond going to have a football?
Yeah.
That's
the penalty was declined. I think a lot of the guys up here are shocked at that as well. But, you know, hopefully we can stop them and. I'll have to ask somebody at that when we come to the break. What happened?
Play, wasn't it? Richmond on the attack. Guy is loose.
So that backfired.
And he is at the 50-yard line, at the 45, at the 40, at the 30, and finally dragged down at the 20-yard line of Connersville on a great run by a Richmond player.
Yeah, that right there, I think with that whole, you know, we talked about it earlier with the lane that they had earlier, that opened up quickly again, and me and you could have probably went through there. And
I think you're right. That's Wyatt Bird. He's a 5'9" junior at Richmond High School, and he's done a lot of
running today.
A lot of good things for Richmond tonight so far.
Yeah.
What a big pickup that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Richmond at the 20-yard line of Connersville. Out in front by a couple of touchdowns and extra points of the Red Devils, and right now they are deep in Spartan territory.
Yeah, that, you know, again, I'm not sure why they have the ball after that roughing the kicker.
No,
but
I don't understand that either.
Yeah, we'll have to find out here as we're closing in on the end of the first quarter. You don't want to go down 21 this soon. You know, we have to stop them.
They changed the rules on us, Ron. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out. But, you know, we definitely have to stop him. I mean, that we have to.
2nd down coming up for the Red Devils, 2nd and 7. In familiar territory of Connersville, there hasn't been many plays in Richmond territory.
There's a fumble.
Loose football. The signal is the Spartans have
Spartan ball. Yes, absolutely. Nice. Now, again, that's another mistake from the Richmond Red Devils. They're giving us opportunities, Fran. We got to start taking advantage of it.
They're trying their best, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, look at that lane right there. That nice lane. Looked like if there was a blocking in the back, top of the screen. But you know, again, number 33 is in there ripping the ball out. It comes out from him.
That's Jason Beckman, one of the veterans on this team of Connersville.
Yeah, Beckman stripped that from him, and our guy was right there on it, and. You know, we have to take advantage of it. We got to make them pay.
In their own territory, the Spartans, they will be starting. Was that the 9-yard line, Ron?
Looks like 8 or 9.
1st and 10 for Connersville at their own 9.
Well, there's nothing going on there.
Comes to the right, busts into that Richmond line, and doesn't go anyplace.
No.
Second down coming up, 2nd and 10.
You know, we just have not had any rhythm offensively at all.
Yes.
No rhythm.
We're nearing the end of the first period. The officials are watching the seconds tick off here, and they will change directions on the field and have the second 12 minutes of play coming up here. We're at Spartan Stadium tonight. First ball game of the football season around Indiana tonight. Richmond Red Devils, the opponent for Connersville. And Richmond, it's been all Richmond run.
Yeah, it's been Richmond's line.
Yes.
And their mistakes is why we're only down 14. We haven't taken advantage of their mistakes yet, but we have to do that. We have to start taking advantage of their mistakes. Offensively, we haven't found a rhythm. Defensively, had that one nice series. And again, I got to find out why we did not get the ball after that roughing the kicker.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know.
They said it was declined, and so I don't know the reasoning why we would decline that, especially.
I don't think we've ever seen that before.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I wouldn't want to keep the ball to try to get some momentum because that could have backfired heavily, especially that first play that went for 50-something yards. Luckily, it didn't with the turnover. But again, we're very lucky that we're not down 28.
You're right. I agree.
I mean, it's very easily could have been that much.
Just because of Richmond mistakes.
Yeah. So now that we're only down 14, we need to play from that. We're only down 14. Let's relax a little bit. It's 2nd and 10. A new quarter. Let's
Okay, now the Spartans head toward the east goal here at Spartan Stadium. Deep in their own territory. 2nd and 10 coming up. Kelly under center.
Ooh.
A little pickup.
I thought that guy was coming in right after him and he fell, but luckily they didn't crack skulls. But Kelly's a tough-nosed kid.
Yeah.
He plays both sides of the ball. You don't see him out of the he's a cornerback. Quarterback and cornerback. You don't see him on the sidelines at all. He plays both sides and he plays 100%.
3rd and 6 for Connersville. Deep in their own territory here. They send a man wide to the right and one to the left. Snap from center.
It's like they just ran right into the wall.
Yeah, big pileup, and Spartans face a 4th down coming up.
I mean, right when he's handing the ball off while a Richmond Red Devil guy is tackling him. I mean, that we got to figure. We got to be able to not have that happen. We have to start asserting some sort of dominance at the line.
Here's the punt coming up by Connersville. Richmond will be sending number 1 deep to.
That's a good punt.
Take the punt. That's Treson Jones. Takes it at the Connersville 40. Gets to inside the 30, about the 27-yard line.
Again, great field position from Richmond once again. And if we've noticed other than that last kickoff return where, our guy got about 19 yards, it seems like every time we get the ball, whether it's a punt return or whether it's a kickoff return, we have a Red Devil is right around us. I mean, their speed and their dominance at the line is the key to this ball game so far.
14-0, Richmond on top. They have the football in Connersville territory. 1st and 10, handoff.
Ooh, good play.
And coming to the right side and met by the Spartans and brought down.
That's Evan Schaefer. He's a
he was
6'4" sophomore. Schaefer wasn't fooled on that. Good play there from Evan.
2nd down coming up for the Red Devils, and they lost on that play, so we'll call it a 2nd and 14. Nice defense by the Spartans.
Have to stop them. I mean, again, you just from here on out until we score, Richmond cannot.
It's a man in motion.
Gain any more momentum.
And he takes
Yeah, it was nice.
ball and rolls forward, gets to about the 25.
A lot of misdirections on that from the Red Devils that gave time for their line to open up a lane for number 11 to go through. As you see that lane right there, looked like one of our guys are being hooked and no call.
That's Bird, the ball carrier for Richmond. A third down for the Red Devils, 3rd and 7. Connersville territory, they're up 14-0 here in the second period.
A big third down. You might as well say with the way the Red Devils have ran the ball, this is like 3rd and medium.
Rolling out for a pass, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, very surprised that they did not run the ball. They've had a lot of success on that. And this, of course, now it's 4th down. I think this is 4th down territory for the Red Devils.
4th and 7 for Richmond.
Yeah, that ball was tipped. Looks like Red Devils are calling timeout. It's their second.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
Yeah, without question, have to call or have to stop. That just goes without saying. Our defense has really stepped it up these last couple series. Forced that turnover last time when they were deep in their territory here. Again, still, pretty deep in their territory, have stepped up. Got to stop them right here, 4th and 7.
Just under 9 minutes left to play in the opening half of tonight's game from Spartan Stadium.
Only one penalty so far. Actually, 2 that we declined where they had, and it was both on Richmond. So pretty clean game from the Spartans. Of course, I'm kind of nitpicky. Anytime I see a little bit of a slight hold, I want them to call it, especially if it goes against us, right? If it goes against us, I don't want them to see it. If it goes, if Richmond's doing it, then.
Okay, Spartans back on the field. Richmond's still around their coach on the far side. Not sure how long timeouts are supposed to last.
I'm wondering. It looks. I think it's going to go on as long as they want.
A whistle or something to go off, a bell or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a pretty short timeout. They just took it and took it.
Okay, here come the Red Devils to line up on offense. 4th down, 4th and 7. Going to go for it, aren't they?
Yeah, and they should.
Sure. It's a snap from center. The quarterback is rushed, fires one, and it's out of the reach of the intended receiver.
Yeah, the receiver had a little bit of step on our guy.
The Spartans will take over on downs.
Yeah, very good for the Spartans. We have to, I don't know how many times I've said it so far, we've got to take advantage of this. We have to reward our defense.
Spartans begin in their own 25, 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do this time.
Yeah, we had that one series where we were opening up the playbook a little bit. Where we had some passes that didn't go our way, but the way our defense is playing, let's try to open up a little bit more. And as you see, Coach Kelly, he's got that guy's focused.
Yeah, there's one thing on his mind. You can tell.
He's one of those guys. Yeah, he's thinking it and. Playing every scenario out in his head.
Snap from center, and the handoff goes to Landon Cirqua.
Yeah, look at this. Cirqua gets the ball.
Landon doesn't go far.
Yeah, watch this right here. He gets the ball, 1, 2, boom, 2 steps, and there's the Red Devils right there, 3 of them.
In fact, he goes backwards.
Yeah.
By a yard or a little over, but we'll call it a 2nd down coming up in the 11.
You would almost think that there's nobody blocking. You get the ball, take 2, 3 steps, and you're met already. Where's our lanes at?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're going to have to get in the ice bucket after this.
Shotgun is Kelly. Fires left-handed. Ball deflected and called incomplete. It was intended for the Spartans' Lynch.
Yeah, a little bit of space right there from Kelly to be able, but... No, that just was. He just came off his hand.
Tipped
I don't
a little bit.
Yeah.
3rd and 11 for Connersville. It's their own territory.
Yeah, another 3rd and long. Something we have to correct.
Seen that quite a bit tonight, haven't we?
Yeah. But, we have seen.
Spartan better hurry.
We better.
Clock is about to run out. In fact, I think they call a timeout because they were down
I was looking at it.
A couple of seconds on the play clock.
We have seen, last year when we've had some success, we've seen our offense open up a little bit as the game goes on.
Yeah, the team has 25 seconds. In case the folks are wondering what's going on, they have 25 seconds to put the ball in play.
That's right, and they didn't.
And they were down to 2 and were just getting set, and they quickly called a timeout because it would have cost them 5 yards.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Don't want to put yourself more behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
That's right.
But again, we've seen the games that we've had success last year, Fran. We've seen it seemed like we got slow into a ball game, and again, you can't compare last year to this year, but you go by what you've seen before, and this is a different team, but we're seeing some of the same problems as far as we're getting dominated at the line. We're getting dominated at the line. When you hand off the ball as you're being tackled, that's something that needs to be corrected. So, with that pass right there, maybe we're starting to open up a little bit, keep Richmond on their toes.
Just over 8 minutes of play in the first half. Spartans trying to get into that end zone, but it's been a real struggle so far tonight.
We haven't had a first down all night, and number 4 is open.
That's right. Here's a completed pass, and he is hit, and the ball pops free, and the ref says it's incomplete. Boy, I don't know. Colton Glover had it for a second, and he was...
Yeah, he's getting up. He's tough.
Now he had the wind knocked out of him.
Oh, yeah.
He gets up, walks off, but it was going to be a good play if that had been complete. And thought maybe
he had it.
The ref would give it to him.
I was hoping he would too.
Yeah,
but,
I really was. Yeah.
Yeah, Colton took a hard shot right there, and again, that was one of the best plays that didn't happen for us. Is Colton? He's being consoled from his teammates, and
Kelly back to punt for Connersville on this 4th and 11. A high one, and it will come down at the 50-yard line, roll out of bounds.
Looks like at the 49.
So
we have us at the 50.
Richmond will take over at
There's a flag.
Connersville 49. Penalty marker down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see anything. I was looking at the ball because I thought it was coming out a little bit. Going to go out of bounds downfield more. We'll find out here what's going on.
They called against the Connersville Spartans?
I don't know.
I thought they were. Okay. I thought the ref pointed something toward Connersville.
Yep.
Yes, he did. No, decline.
Yeah, I don't know what that means when they put the hand over the heart, but.
Okay, so Richmond takes over at the Connersville 49. Connersville's defenders have to go to work again.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, that's putting too much pressure on the defense to keep us in the ball game.
Red Devils put the ball in play.
Ooh, that's a nice lane. He's gone.
There's a head to the near sidelines and
he's
into
showing off.
the end zone. that number 11, and that sees done quite a bit of damage here tonight.
Yeah, he's
That's Wyatt Bird.
Yeah.
He's kind of a man of all trades here. He's done a lot.
What a beautiful. I mean, that's just a beautiful lane right there that he had, and nice blocking downfield. I mean, when you see your offensive lineman 10, 15 yards down the field.
Red Devils go up 20-0, and they are going for their 3rd extra point try. .7:42 on the clock here in the first half.
That's a nice boy. He's got a leg.
And for the 3rd straight time tonight, the extra point is good by the Red Devils, and they go up by a 21-0 score.
Yeah, and we're lucky that we're only down 21. The line, the speed, the fact that we have not been able to take advantage of any opportunity that has come our way.
Yes.
are the differences in this game. And we have to find a way to control the line offensively. We've had some success, as you see the faithful there, the band getting ready to come on out. Some smiling faces, people still having a good time here at Spartan Field. But we have to find a way to insert our will at the line.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line by the Richmond kicker. End over end, heading for Connersville at the 3-yard line, picked up by Gavin Lynch. He's in traffic and is finally dropped around the...
Oh, no, he's not. He was still on, yeah.
He's going. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We got one of our guys kind of down a little bit.
I'm not sure either. Let's
up.
see what... Yeah, good run back.
Yeah, usually flags that came from there, probably a hold, but we'll find out.
Let's see what the guy in the white hat decides here. He's the official in charge.
Yep, that's on us.
Yep, Connersville had a very bad time.
Yeah, not a good time.
Picks up a long...
Flag of the night.
So they walk back and going to be deep in their own territory once again for the Spartans.
13 ball is coming near the 14-yard line and bring up first and 10.
Around the 15-yard line. First and 10 for Connersville, their own 15. It's a snap from center.
I got a little bit of yards. There's another flag coming down. That looks like that maybe. I thought there might have been a face mask. We'll find out. I think it's a face mask. Looked like he got. So if that's the case, then hopefully it is what I thought it is. We'll find out.
Right.
No, it is face mask. Yep.
Right. Against Richmond, so that'll be a big walk-off against the Red Devils. They're backing up. Here come the officials and the chain gang on the far side, moving the chains up to the...
It was our first down.
35-yard line. It's where the Spartans will be putting it in play. First and 10 for Connersville. Their own 35.
Oh, that's a nice...
Carrying the ball, coming to the near side. Connersville's number 4, caught up by a Richmond guy, and Colton Glover is dropped at the 38-yard line.
He ran a lot, but only gained a couple of yards on that. He kept trying to stretch it out a little bit, which gave the defender for the Richmond Red Devils, who lost his helmet, it gave him time to close the gap. If he would have maybe cut up field a little earlier and gained a little bit more yards.
Spotted at the 39-yard line. Second down coming up for the Spartans. 2nd and 6, we'll call. Spartans break. Down 21-0 in the first half of this ball game. Season opener at Spartan Stadium in Connersville. Pitch out to number 4, goes to
there he
the
goes.
far
That's
side.
a first down.
The corner gets to the 50-yard line. Finally shoved out of bounds.
That right there should be a flag. I'm not sure. He was nailed. I don't know if there should be a flag on that.
Yes. I don't see any though, do you?
No, not at all. We'll see if we can find that on the replay. But he was that was rude.
Right.
And he's still down on the ground. He's not getting up. Looks like they're doing something with his leg. Oh no, now he's slowly getting up. Yeah, that just wasn't good at all.
A trainer for Connersville coming onto the field, going to the far sidelines. It's right in front of the Richmond bench is where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, again, I'm very surprised why there wasn't a call on that.
I am too, because I think one of the main things the officials are looking at is to prevent injuries. I mean, it's really their job.
Well, maybe there was maybe they did. I didn't see them.
Yeah, there's a lot of mark off.
Yeah, there's
but
a lot.
I don't
So
see
maybe they did.
flag.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag, but maybe they did, because he didn't go. He didn't get knocked out over there.
Spartans are going to have the football in Richmond territory
Well,
at the
the chain game's up there on the 34. Now it's down at 36.
spotted at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for Connersville.
Yeah, so I guess they did get some. Again, I didn't see a flag or a call.
No, I didn't either. I didn't see any flag.
Yeah, I was looking at our guy over there, find out how he was doing.
Here's a snap from center.
Now we're starting to roll.
30-yard line.
30-yard line.
And now we're starting to roll a little bit. Nice. Again, as our guy's coming across, Colton Glover. Got to get him back in that game.
Kelly comes to the sidelines, gets the play. 6:06 on the clock in the first half. Spartans trying to hit pay dirt.
For the first time this season, we need it right here.
Here comes the play, and it's going to be very little gain, if any.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
Still 3 yards to go. You know, when you need these 3 yards, it's a tense 3 yards, because we need this to keep going.
That's right, 3rd down. Let's see what play the Spartans use this time. Kelly up under center. Then in motion. Kelly rolls out for a pass. Fires. It's
just a little short.
I think at the 27.
No, it's incomplete. It came out. Yeah.
Rolling around.
I think this is four down territory. We need to go for it.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Yeah, we definitely need to go for it as Colton's coming back in.
Yes.
You know, and that was not a bad pass there from Kelly. He would have came short if he'd have caught it anyway, which would have brought us a little closer, obviously, but big play for the Spartans.
Absolutely. Glover's in motion. Here's Kelly rolling out. A pass that is in and out.
Again, did not go to the flags. He needed to get to the 1st yard marker, and he, again, started to run before he caught the ball.
Intended for Glover, and it will be Richmond taking over. Ball spotted at the 29 of Richmond, and it'll be 1st and 10 Red Devils out in front, 21-0.
I don't know if Adam Jr. is injured or he's frustrated with that, but he's he may be coming off the field, and he is. That's shocking to see that kid off the field. You know, he's not liking that.
Yeah, he needs a rest here a little bit.
Yeah, he needs a rest. I mean, that kid's a warrior.
Really, right. There's a Richmond guy getting loose, going to the far side, picks up some blockers, and he's hugging the far sidelines and finally dropped deep in Connersville territory at about the 25-yard line.
You know, very nice misdirection from the quarterback from Richmond Red Devils. Froze our line, froze the defender that was coming in from the Spartans, and he had that wide open space to the left. And
Mr. Son Jones, who scampers around the Spartan defenders and has his team again in Spartan territory. 1st and 10, Red Devils, ball resting at the 30.
Another misdirection, nice lane.
Number 11 getting through some of the Spartan defenders. That's Wyatt Bird. Boy, we've talked about him a lot tonight.
We've talked about him a whole lot tonight.
One-man show, isn't he?
But, you know, he's a product of a good line. I mean, I think, like I mentioned before, you and I could run through that line tremendous. I mean, we would gain 1,000 yards tonight. I mean, it's incredible the line that Richmond, the lanes that Richmond's opening up for their running back and quarterback. I mean,
1st and 10 for the Red Devils in Connersville territory. Here's a snap from center, taken once again by number 11. That's Bird.
Near the 15-yard line, picked up a couple yards.
Beautiful misdirection there. And again, it's just they're freezing our line just enough to where it gives their line to do do what they need to do.
2nd and 8, that pickup of 2 on the play. $21 to nothing. The Red Devils out in front.
You had to mention that, didn't you? Oh, that's not sure what happened. I think there was a movement on their line.
See what the officials call.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought, but I couldn't quite tell if the ball had been snapped, but I thought I saw some movement. You know, again, that's something that you know, their kicker seems like he can probably kick about a 40-yarder the way he was kicking. So, you know, hopefully we don't see that guy out there. But
5-yard penalty moves the ball to make it a 2nd down and about 12, 13, something like that. Number 11 got a hole and is in the end zone.
You know, that was one of those plays where I thought he was going to be stopped before he got to the 1st down marker, and then he just kept going. I mean, look at this again. Just look at that lane right there. I mean, yeah, he's touched right there. He has a guy, you know, Adam right there, kind of gets out of his grip, and 2 Spartans he runs right through, and that guy he loves the end zone.
Yeah, their line is give those kids credit. They're blocking for their runners.
Yeah, they sure are. They're doing their job.
Yes. Not missing many assignments.
You know, some of the good running backs would always buy their linemen dinner after the game if they, you know.
The kick that hits, splits the uprights. They go up 4 touchdowns and 4 extra points, 28 to nothing. And here we go again with another kickoff by Richmond to Connersville.
You know, looking at this ball game, this first half, and we've only really stopped them one time, and well, actually 2 times. We stopped them with a good defensive stand, and then we forced that turnover. If we would have been able to capitalize, this would be a totally different ball game. But we just have not. Again, we have to find some rhythm offensively. 3:15 to go in this half. You know, let's put a nice sustained drive here and go to the locker room on the scoreboard. Let's get a little bit of momentum maybe looking our way.
Number 11 will kick off to Connersville. Wyatt Bird approaches the ball, and it will go out of bounds.
Oh, no, I think there's some whistles.
Offsides on the kicking team.
Yeah, it was offsides.
We'll kick it again.
Hopefully it gives us a little bit more field position.
35, though.
We've had some nice runs. The last one we had a very nice run up to the 35, but a holding penalty is what stopped that.
Here's the re-kick. Taken by Spartan at the 10, 15, 20, 25. It's close to the 30 where he's dropped.
They might give it to him at the 31 if they're going to be generous, and I think they will. You know, that's about the only positive that we've had so far is our kickoff return. Of course, we've had quite a few of them tonight.
It's Gavin Lynch, a freshman, getting a lot of play here tonight, Ron. So,
yeah, he sure is.
Good job to return return the kickoff. Kelly back into the ball game after a brief time on the sidelines.
And I'm sure he probably hated every second of it. And again, that kid's a warrior. He does not want to ever set out. He'd play him by himself if he could. If he had to.
Okay, here we go. The Spartans in control in their own territory. Kelly rolls out, fires a pass that is incomplete. Stops the clock at 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the 30-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You know, not sure where he was throwing it at, who his intended receiver was, but it seemed like he, you know, had felt that little bit of pressure and just forced the ball instead of maybe, you know, dancing a little bit around the pocket to get away from that guy. I mean, he would have obviously had the speed.
Going wide to the near side for the Spartans is Warren Toole, number 3. Kelly looks that way and fires the Toole. He's got it at the 35-yard line. Pushed back. Helmet comes off. And the ref finally calls the play dead. Spotted at the 35-yard line. The 3rd down coming up, and 6 or 7 for the 1st and 10.
And watch this 3 or 4 guys from Richmond coming up.
Kid held him by the ankle, and a Richmond guy comes in, hits him, and helmets fly.
This is relatively short for us, 3rd and 6.
3rd down coming up for Connersville. Here's the play, and a big pileup at the line of scrimmage.
Get back to the line of scrimmage and bring up 4th down.
You know, and I'm not sure if that was not sure who he was going to hand it off to, or again, Richmond Red Devils, they're on it.
Landon Serpa was the last guy up for the Spartans. 4th down coming up for Connersville, 4th and 6. Just under 2 minutes left to play in tonight's first half. Kelly is back to punt. High one, short one will come down at the 41-yard line. Roll to the 37-yard line.
We'll be down at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
The Red Devils take over at their own 37. Out in front, 4 touchdowns.
And I would almost imagine, Fran, that they would probably 121 try to score again.
Probably. I'm sure they will.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're going to go ahead and just, relax a little bit. They're up 28. They're probably going to put the pedal to the metal still.
I think you're right. But let's see what the Spartans defenders can do.
This is a half that we just, without question, have to put behind us. And we're going to come out that second half in a tremendous hole.
There's a handoff coming to the near side. The Spartans beat him, and boy, number 33 at Connersville grabbed the ball carrier of Richmond and dropped him. Jason Beckman was the defender for Connersville.
Yeah, Beckman better watch it. He kind of did that little extra oomph on him, and you got to remember that's okay, but you're still down 28. I mean, nice play from Beckman, feeding off his blocker, and with authority, dragging down number 11. But watch it right here. He kind of pushes him down some more. Better watch it.
He wanted to make sure he was down, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, Ron.
Oh, yeah, nothing wrong. As long as they're not doing a thumb to the throat or something. But no, in our luck, we'd get flagged for it,
Second down coming up for the Red Devils, up through the middle and pick up to about the 39-yard line.
In fact, he was dragging a few of our players with him on that. Again, this is kind of another 3rd and long for Richmond, and I would think that with 21 seconds to go, they're probably just going to pack it in right here.
They unpile, and it appears that that'll be the final play of the first half.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call any more
So
play.
we
No sense
headed
in
for the locker room, and
Yep, that's what we're doing.
zeros show on the clock as far as the time is concerned, but on the scorecard, it's 28 Richmond and nothing Connersville. 4 touchdowns put in the
Impressive.
end zone by Richmond Red Devils, and
Very, very impressive.
very impressive. Disappointing half for the Spartans.
Yeah. I mean, it's go in the locker room and just regroup and
Yes.
start all over. We have nothing to lose, and just have a whole new mindset. We're down 28. Nobody's going to expect us to come back. So let's just
Sure.
throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, play our ball and see if we can't stop this Richmond team and slow them down a little.
Yeah, and again, their line, both sides of the ball, Fran, very, very impressive.
Yes.
I mean, I was thoroughly impressed with the lanes that they were opening up. Again, we could have ran 1,000 yards with behind this line, and their defensive line has just dominated us. Again, when you're taking 1-2 steps and you're being met by a defender behind the line after you got the ball, or you're being tackled as you're being handed off the ball, that's an issue. That's something that needs to be corrected. There's some schemes, people, blocking schemes that are being missed, or we're just absolutely being dominated at the line. And that could be a combination of both.
Yeah, as you pointed out, Kelly hasn't had much time to do anything.
No, and it seems like he's had a little bit more time on passing plays. That last passing play that we had that he kind of threw away, well, one of the passing plays that he kind of threw away, again, he saw a white jersey, maybe panicked a little bit. He could have had time to kind of scramble out of that and give himself more room. But again, when you've been met with white jersey after white jersey after white jersey, you see one coming out of the corner of your eye, you're panicking. And so, again, we need to relax a little bit, get back in there and realize that, hey, we're down 28. Nobody's expecting us to come back and win this ball game. And let's just throw caution to the wind and play.
Richmond scored twice in the first quarter and twice in the second quarter.
Yeah, it took 4 plays for them to score those 2 touchdowns. The first play was after a block. It was, the 8-yard line, I believe.
Right.
And they ran that, and that was beautiful.
Right.
And then it took 3 plays. Again, nice field position. Richmond, and that's another. They've had nice field position this entire game. I mean, very seldom have they been on their side of the ball. And when we pinned them down for some reason, and I got to find this out from somebody, what the reasoning for when we had that roughing the kicker that could have got us the ball back.
Yes.
They would decline it. Richmond had it at the 15 or whatever yard line it was down there. And then their guy comes back with a 50-something, 60-something yard play. That kind of bit us the wrong way.
First ball game of the season. We're at Spartan Stadium tonight here in the TV3 game of the week, and it is Richmond, the visitors, 28, and the Spartans nothing in this first game of the 9-game regular season. It's halftime here at Spartan Stadium, and Ryan and I will be returning shortly with the second half of play here on tonight's TV3 game of the week. Welcome back to Spartan Stadium, everybody, and tonight's ball game between Connersville and Richmond. First ball game of the football season, and for the Spartan fans, not too happy here.
No.
28-0 is the score in favor of Richmond, and with the beginning in the second half, the rains begin.
Yeah, and that could make a difference. I mean, it could
Yeah,
go
might. We'll
our way.
see. Umbrellas are up in the stands. We had a first half with no rain, but it's arrived here at halftime. And we are ready to go, and it will be the Spartans kicking off to Richmond, so they'll get the ball to begin the third quarter. Approaching the football is Connersville's kicker, and that's Cole Martin.
Offside.
Penalty flag flies, and Spartans will be penalized 5 yards here. So he'll kick off from the 35.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to start this half down 28 with
That's right. I mean,
negative.
Give Richmond any more breaks.
I mean, we've seen crazier things happen on this field, especially when there's been some elements involved, like the rain.
Right.
Got a little bit of some mud over there at the 35 on our side.
Cole kicks it, and it will be taken at the 35-yard line.
Is that another offside?
He doesn't run with the ball.
Or no, maybe it was a fair catch.
After catching it.
I don't think you can do that
Oh, okay.
kickoff, but
Yeah, he decided not to run. He just stood there after he caught the football. And
yeah, I'm not
Richmond
sure.
will put it in play at the 35.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't kick off that. I mean, I didn't understand why he didn't boot it hard. It looked like he just, went up there and just barely kicked it. Of course, that was probably still farther than what I could do, but.
Well, let's see. It'll be a chore to keep a dry football here now for a while. Let's see what the officials, somebody with a towel around here. There goes a play to no gain, maybe a loss on the play. The Spartan defenders moved in on the ball carrier.
Yeah, he may have a loss on that as Bird has really chewed up the yards. I did not find out how many yards he had to have, but I would bet he's close to 200.
He really carried a lot, and that's, well, the ball spotted at the 35, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
If he's not over 200, he's very, very close, and I don't think he's ever had,
Yeah, he was their principal ball carrier.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's had a play where he has right there like gained no yards.
Very few and far between, Ron. Ball put in play. They better hurry. It's 3 seconds there. With 2 seconds, they snap the ball, and it's across the line of scrimmage to the 39-yard line as the Richmond boy carries the ball up to the Spartan defenders.
It looked like he missed a handoff there. It looked like it was supposed to be kind of a handoff, and because there was no lane there, still gained about 4 yards on that, which was a nice, but got him at 3rd and long, so that's good. We need to stop them.
3rd down coming up for the Red Devils. They've been pretty successful on 3rd down so far tonight.
Yeah, I think they may have been stopped once and then went on it for 4th down, and that's where we stopped them. But other than that, they've dominated.
Snap from center. Here's a pass that will be complete.
Wow.
At the 45-yard line, Spartan defenders catch up with him and drag him down to 38.
Yeah, that
37.
That was threading the needle right there, the quarterback. I mean, there were some Spartan defenders right there, and he threaded that needle right there, as you see. I mean, number 51 about came up with it. And as you see, Adam Jr. coming in for it. Looked like Adam Jr. there for the.
That's Bryce Brown who caught the football for the Red Devils for a big gain as they get into Connersville territory.
When again, they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. That 3rd and long didn't phase them one bit, and a little bit of pressure that we had on the quarterback. He just stood in there, and that's a fumble.
1st and 10, flag flies, loose football. Official rules, illegal procedure against the Richmond team. That'll push him back 5.
Yeah, the ball just didn't go, and that's why there was an offside. He didn't snap it because he was in that mud.
It'll be 2nd and 15 for the 1st and 15 for the Red Devils. 42-yard line is where the football rests at Connersville.
Nice
the ball carrier finding a hole and getting through the Spartan defenders and getting down to the 29-yard line.
What's impressive about Bird is the fact, Fran, as you watch him here, he kind of waits a little bit and then he sees what's going on. That's actually number 13. I got Bird number 13.
Yeah, Bird's 11, right.
Yeah, so that was 13. But again, very impressive there for Hurd as he waited for that to open up. And then when he got some touch from the Spartans, he still kept his feet going and got about 4 or 5 more yards.
2nd and 1, and
got the first
he
down.
plunges forward. It'll be close to the 1st and 10, but I believe he has it.
Yeah, absolutely,
Ranking on the stack for the Spartans.
Yeah, again, look how many people he's got, and he's leaning forward, going forward to get that extra oomph right there to get.
He's got the 1st and 10.
Yeah. We've seen Richmond score very quickly. Now we're seeing a nice sustained drive, which is what you like to see.
Ominous clouds there in the south, Ron.
Yeah, not looking good at all. Don't see any boomers, lightning.
No, we don't want that.
Don't want that at all.
Lightning will stop the game.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Here's a handoff, finds a hole, and as he goes to his right, picks up some yardage.
Yeah, I mean, again, very nice. Watch right here. Just, again, looking downfield, waiting for his blocker to do his job. Look at him move to the right there.
Side steps, and finally Spartans catch up with him and drag him down.
You know, it's that downfield vision, Fran. He's got good downfield vision.
There's a penalty on the play, Ron.
I didn't see it. Oh, it's holding. I didn't see it on the replay, but the guys in stripes did. And you know, they've had a lot of penalties tonight, but it hasn't stopped them.
That's right.
You know, I mean, it just hasn't stopped them.
It's first down and 15 for the Red Devils in Connersville territory at the 30-yard line. 31. Shotgun, quarterback.
Wow, that's a beautiful, wow.
Man's got opening and drives downfield and finally brought down.
There's a lot of red Spartans, you know, red jerseys around him. You know, watch this again. Nice
That's
lane,
Bird,
nice
number
hole.
11. See, he finds finds his way through.
And he just keeps going. He keeps moving his feet. He's almost brought down by there. He gets hit, and he just keeps moving forward.
Stopped a couple of times, it looked like.
Yeah.
But finally dropped down.
You know, determination. That's the definition of that guy right there. Determination. He's determined to get where he needs to get to.
Big pickup, and it's first and 10 around the 15-yard line of Connersville for Richmond as they threaten again.
You know, that's a nice tackle there from
Spartan defenders moved in this time.
Yeah, very good.
Nice job.
Yeah. Looks like McLean right there on that one. Let's see as he comes in here, just fights off his
Spartan
blocker.
Attack led by Caden Cerimento, number 50.
And the number 58 for the Spartans, Anthony McLean there, came in there as well. You know, we've had those flashes, but it's been few and far in between.
Loss on the play, make it 2nd and 11 for Richmond. They're in Connersville territory. And here is the run.
Holding the ball clear, we run out of bounds.
Number 7 skirts around the Spartan defenders.
Yeah, that's. I mean, just very, very. I mean, the blocking schemes, the blocking techniques that Richmond, it's just fundamental. And
3rd down and 2 for Richmond. Deep in Spartan territory. There's a pile-up of players. Spartan line holds that time.
Yeah, it looks like he more than likely got the first, so it's going to be 1st and goal. Well, maybe not. You see, from our angle, it looked like he got it, but apparently he did not.
Now they haven't moved the change yet.
No, I think they're going to. Are they going to
measure?
Yeah, they may measure. First. Yeah, here we go.
Change in from the sidelines to see if Richmond picked up the necessary yardage for the 1st and 10.
Yeah, from our angle, it looked like he did, but
no, I think he's going to be.
Yeah, no, he did.
Nope, they're giving it to him.
Yeah, I thought from our angle it was a lot more than that. From our angle, it looked like he got it by, a yard or two, but
it's at the 5, 1st and goal.
Hopefully we have a bend, don't break mentality here, and I'd love to see them stop them this deep into their territory.
Yes. We're in the 3rd period play with 6.5 minutes left to go, and Richmond threatening for the 5th time here tonight. Line up, tight formation. Nope, they spin a man wide to the near side. Man in motion.
Offside, yep.
Ooh. Flags fly, cost them 5.
Yep.
Move it back to the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, they've been lit up with flags. I mean, this is the 4th or 5th one this drive, this quarter, which has taken up almost half the quarter. Yeah.
Well, it's first ball game. I think you can expect that, don't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But I would have expected it in the first quarter. Here we are, the first and the third quarter.
With all the experience you've had.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They're ready to. Oh, nice. Good.
Oh, nice defense by the Spartans.
Yeah. Nice, Steve. Nice read from the Spartans there. Number 57 for the Spartans was not fooled at all. I was fooled. I saw that lane right there. Look at that lane.
Too. Yeah.
And 57 was not fooled at all.
He caught up with him and dragged him down.
Yeah, Maxwell Crank, he's a senior, 220.
Nice.
Miss that guy next year.
Nice defense.
Yeah, Crank was not fooled on that at all. So this is, crunch time for Richmond. They definitely want, they don't want to get down this far and not score.
Second down coming up for the Red Devils. Here's the handoff.
Oh, that was beautiful. Wow.
And
yeah, you expected, at least I did, defense was set up for the run.
Right.
Just a quick slant. Wide and open.
Fires a pass, short pass into the end zone.
Yeah. Wow.
Runs number 1 for the Red Devils.
Julian Hoagland.
Yeah, he's had a busy night.
Yeah, he has.
34-0. See if it's 35, and it is. No, missed it.
Oh, yeah, wow.
First time he missed it, went wide to the right. That's unusual.
Yeah, very unusual. It looks like he's just barely putting it over.
So the score remains at 34-0. Extra point try is missed.
One of the negatives for Richmond, which
that's right. That's Bill.
Up 34, they're not going to complain about that. Not at all.
5:14 on the third quarter clock.
Coach Keller there, you see him right there walking the sidelines. That guy, you got to give it up to that guy. He lives and breathes this sport.
Yes.
Very happy and proud that his son is on the team. His son has earned his spot. And he's one of those guys that he's not going to let this loss keep him down. He's going to, get back to the drawing board, keep these kids' spirits up.
Ball teed up at the 40 by Wyatt Bird, the kicker for Richmond.
Talked about Adam Jr. being a warrior. Well, Adam Sr., that guy's a warrior as well. Be
grabbed by a Spartan. Nope, goes out of bounds.
I don't know if we get the ball at the 25 or they. Yeah.
It's around the 10, isn't it?
No, I think we get it at the 30. 25 or 30, I forget.
Okay.
Where we get it at, yeah.
Will they bring it back?
Yeah, they're not going to kick it off again. So the scenario, of course, is we have to score. First, Richmond had that ball for more than half this third quarter.
Yes.
And that's what you want to do when you're up that much is keep the defense on. Especially, our guys are playing both sides of the ball. Oh, it's at the 35.
Yeah, the ball resting at the 35. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. It's their own 35-yard line. Down 34-0 here in the third period.
Oh, nice.
Here's the man getting loose and working it up to about the 42-yard line.
A few plays like that we've had so far tonight, and we got to string a lot of those together. Get a nice lane right there.
Yeah, nice run by the Spartans, number 42.
And we, without question.
It's Landon Cirqua. He's done a good job tonight running.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys that, you ask him to do something, he's going to do it, and he's going to give you 110%.
Right. 2nd and 4 for Connersville. Kelly rolls out. There's a flag and stops the play before Kelly can fire a pass.
Movement. Yep.
Offside.
Richmond.
Offsides against Richmond.
Yeah.
Cost them another 5. Help the Spartans cause.
Yep, I like that when he gives us. Anytime that This game, we've had plenty of opportunities. Richmond's given us plenty of opportunities. They had a lot of penalties that drive that they just scored on. That
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 46-yard line.
Got to take advantage of the Red Devil miscue.
Something we haven't done, Ron.
No, we have not. We just have not, Fran. And again, that's why we're down 34.
Pitch out.
There's another flag.
Taken by number 4, and that stops play with a penalty flag, calling offsides against the Spartans, or illegal procedure.
Yeah, now we just canceled that out.
We just changed 5-yard penalties here.
Of course, this one hurts us pretty good because now it's 1st and 15. Yeah, right there. Yeah, just
clock starts here in the 3rd period. 4 minutes, a little over 4 left to go.
Yeah, this game has gone incredibly fast. It's hard to believe we're, under 4 minutes to go in this quarter. But Richmond having that long drive.
Spartans break from the huddle. Here's a snap to Kelly, fires a pass that is complete, and the receiver is immediately dropped by Richmond boy. Warren Toole caught that pass to move the ball to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, just a little short of the original line of scrimmage. I like that play.
Right, we'll call it a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I would.
Okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Absolutely.
Spartans trying to put a sustained drive together here and get into that Richmond end zone. But boy, it's been tough. This Richmond line.
They've dominated.
Yes.
I mean, their strength, their speed, I mean, it's everything.
And you know who controls the line controls the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
Kelly gets free and into Richmond territory before Adam is dropped at the 44-yard line.
Like that play from
Yeah, he found the hole and stepped around a couple of Richmond guys and found himself at the 43-yard line, let's call it.
Yeah,
nice pickup.
Yeah,
1st and 10.
Junior there, definitely without question, saw that lane, his eyes widened. He waited for it to open up and got us that 1st down. I like it. You talk about a sustained drive. I like it. I like this one.
1st and 10, Connersville. They break from the huddle.
But it means nothing if we don't get in that end zone, Fran.
Let's see if we can. A pitch out by Kelly. Ball runner heads to the left. That's Landon Cirqua.
Yeah, Cirqua right there, stretching out the defense. Got a blocker, number 4 up there blocking.
Short of the 1st and 10, it'll be 2nd and 4. Here come the Spartans lining up, trying to keep this drive going.
Ooh, grabbed by the throat.
Ball carrier is dropped for a bit of a loss.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly just not sure if he knew who he was going to go to. No, I think it was designed for him to go, and then nobody blocked that guy right there.
Yeah,
he came in and
caught him by the neck and dropped at him at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he grabbed Adam's hand and lifted him up, so that was nice of him.
3rd and 5 for Connersville in Richmond territory.
Yeah, again, a very important 3rd. This is 4-down territory for the Spartans.
There's a handoff coming to the near side and gets to the 31-yard line before he's shoved out of bounds. Ball carrier was Connersville's Colton Glover.
That's a 1st down. Yep. Very nice play for the Spartans. Again,
1st and 10 for Connersville. At the 31 is where the ball is placed.
Yeah, kind of dangerous way he was holding it right there. I'm worried because of the little bit of rain that it looks like we may not have some rain coming down. We do see some umbrellas up.
Spartans line up, trying to keep this drive going. 1st and 10. Ball given off to number 15. He's caught and Gavin Lynch is dropped.
Yeah, Lynch, he got a little bit more yards than I thought he would get on that. I mean, he was met
inside the 30.
Yeah.
Oh, right at the 30, I guess we'll spot it.
Yeah, Lynch is taking a beat. I mean, this whole offensive line is taking a beating.
2nd and 7 for Connersville.
Yeah,
We're nearing the end of the 3rd period. Let's see if they can get a playoff or not.
Let's hope they do get a playoff. We're going to have to
They
hustle.
line up. Right, here comes the play. Oh, finding a hole and getting around to the 27-yard line. Nice run by Connersville.
You know, what we're seeing, Fran, so far on this is that we are controlling the line a little bit more. We're giving our backs a lot more time. Again, right there, normally we would have been met by 3 or 4, well, pretty much the entire defensive line from Rushville, but we've been holding our own, and it's paying dividends.
Nice run by Landon Cirqua as the 3rd quarter ends here in the ball game. 12 minutes left to go. As teams change directions, it'll be Spartan ball driving into, they're in Richmond territory.
Now you saw Adam Kelly there kind of rallying the troops around. Adam Jr. rallying the troops around. You know, he doesn't realize we're down 34. Yeah, he's still playing as if.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's playing as if it's a tie ball game.
Right.
All these kids are.
Okay, quarter number 4 about to begin here tonight. Richmond at the end of 3, 34. Connersville nothing. Ball is at the 23-yard line.
Best drive of the game by far for the Spartans.
Comes a play.
I got stopped at the line, so still 4th and short. Definitely going to go for it. We're not going to stop now. Of course, I heard some rumblings before the ball game that our kicker that guy's got a lay. He's been known to kick them from
He's a soccer player.
Yeah, about 40 yards out, which this would be about a 40-yard field goal if he were to boot it.
Shouldn't the chains on the far side, are they proper? Shouldn't, what am I?
It looks like it.
Are they? Okay, it seems like they weren't lined up correctly.
That's a first down. Looks like we got the. Yeah, looks like we got the first down. Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. You know, we've seen it during this ball game where we get just enough momentum, and all of a sudden it just, killed with a bad play, and very nice that we were able to convert 4th down. That's got to make these boys feel good. Again, right now, I think what we're looking for some. I don't like moral victories. I like a victory. But down 34, you got to look for some positives towards the end of this ball game. This quarter right here, we got to get some positives. We got to score. 1st
and 10 for the Spartans. Kelly rolls out for a pass, hits a man, and he is dropped. But a good game by the Connersville team as Shane Smith grabs that pass from Kelly.
Yeah, that was some patience from Kelly. It looked like he checked off his first receiver who was...
He had some time.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. It looked like he checked off his first receiver who was covered. And, I mean, that was kind of a knuckleball right there to number 10 for the Spartans. I mean, that, Shane Smith got that ball. He's a senior.
2nd down coming up for the Spartans. Call it 2nd and 3. Line up, trying to get into the end zone. This is about as deep as they've been, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah, definitely the deepest that they've been. And I don't know how much we got on that. It looked like we didn't gain anything.
That's enough for a Spartan.
Oh, it is. I was confused as to where the ball was at.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
Hand off to Cirqua again.
Yeah.
Landon moves forward.
Yeah, I would have never guessed until I heard Tim say 1st down. I thought he was stopped before that. Had a lot of players around him. And, seeing that replay, he just kept those legs a turning.
Ball resting deep in Richmond territory. Spartans trying to wipe that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, they have a sustained drive. We're going to match them right here. And that's Kelly. Does he have it?
Kelly keeps the ball, drives into the Richmond line.
I thought he may have, as you're coming right into your living room right there. Yeah, Kelly kind of stretched out. No, didn't get in there, thought from our angle. They should go by our angle.
Well, second and goal is where we're at right now.
Oh yeah, he's definitely within a yard.
Yes. Spartans away from the huddle, have a tight formation this time, trying to get the first down of the season right now.
And he may be in. Yep.
Did he get in?
Yep. That's touchdown. Very good. Very nice drive for the Spartans. You know, very proud of these boys right here, Fran. And, you know, the Richmond Red Devils come out. They're up 28-0. They come out, have a very long drive, almost a 7-minute drive, where they just wore down our defense.
Yes.
Our boys come out. And again, they're playing like they're not down 34, and they had a very nice, beautiful drive, that mixed run and pass. Our offensive line controlled the line. We had our backs against the wall on a 4th down play. We converted it. Very proud of these boys.
Here comes a point after try. It's good.
It is good.
Very successful drive, impressive drive to open up this 4th period of the ball game.
Yeah, that's Cole Martin. He's a 6'3" sophomore. His classmate Adam Kelly held for him. I get very impressed with these Spartans. I mean, these kids
they look good. Right.
Yeah, these kids could have really just hung their heads down, but it was a nice drive. If you want to take something away from this ball game, you take away that, hey, we were down 34 and we played as if we were tied. You know, now let's make something happen. Let's stop them. Let's get another score.
Spartans will kick off to the Red Devils. 8:48 on the clock.
I like to see the Spartans again stop them here. I like to see a 4 and out, 3 and out. Whatever. I like to see a short series for the Red Devils when we get the ball in nice field position.
Yes.
That's ideally what I like to see happen. But that's a nice kick.
Taking a 10-yard line by Red Devil. Hits to the 15, 20, 25.
Nice hit. Was that a fumble? And
down at the 30-yard line. And
yeah, nice hit there.
yes.
Yeah, nice hit there from the Spartans. Again, playing with a little newfound vigor, even though we're down 27. You know, this is just a new ball game for the boys.
Spartans go on defense, and let's see if they can stop the Red Devils here. Ball at the 30.
I tell you what, you just get that feeling on the sidelines. I'm just looking at the sidelines. These boys are just a little bit more pumped, and it looks like Richmond's just disorganized.
Timeout being called.
I mean, looking at the sideline, you would not realize that we were again down 27. That right there put a lot of.
I agree. I think Richmond's showing some tiredness right now. It seems to me.
Which it could have came earlier. I mean, that would have been nice if it came earlier for the faithful and for the boys. But again, that drive told me a lot about these boys. When you're down 34, as you see the rain coming down pretty heavily, and again, that could play some big. I mean, that can play big in this ball game. There could be a fumble. We get the ball back and score. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we're showing the folks at home the rain right now. And it is pouring here at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah, I tell you what, our guys up on top of this beautiful press box. They got the canopy covering them up, but they're up there in the elements. Our camera guys.
Oh, they're well protected.
They are very well protected.
We're protecting the cameras. We don't care about them.
That's right. Yeah, as long as you protect those cameras.
Right.
I don't see Joe on the sidelines anywhere down there with the camera. He's probably running for cover.
And Richmond putting the ball in play. Guy in traffic and dropped around the line of scrimmage.
You know, that was one of those plays, Fran, that we've saw many times before that went for 10, 12 yards. And our boys, you know, as you see, fighting off their blockers, 33 right there, 23 coming in, 58 in pursuit.
Yes.
You know, again, that play would have went for, 10, 12 yards earlier in the ball game.
Jason Beckman wears number 33, one of the top defenders on this team.
Yeah, 23, Braden Schaefer. He's a senior. He's out of here this year.
Shotgun offense by Richmond. Handoff coming to the near side and getting to the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
Short of the first and 10 on the 3rd down and 4 for Richmond.
Yeah, it's about 3rd and medium, I would say, and definitely need to stop them here. Not sure if Richmond would go for it, although up 30 or up 27, they might, as they're trying to keep that ball from
drying the football off. And comes a play now. Richmond lining up, tight formation. Here's a handoff to number 11, and the Spartans throwing back. It'll be 4th down for Richmond.
Yeah, I would think Richmond's going to go ahead and punt it. Like it talked about 1 and a 3 and out. Looks like we may get it unless Richmond goes for it, which go ahead. I hope we stop them and get in good field position.
Ball at the 36.
Yeah, this is a point where Richmond's just going to eat the clock. They're going to take it all the way down, so that way they can, eat as much clock as possible.
Yes. 6.5 minutes to play tonight.
Yeah, they may go ahead and take a delay of game, or maybe call a timeout right before, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Yeah, calling a timeout.
Right. So the teams will gather around their coaches on the sidelines.
Yeah, up 27, little more than 6 minutes to go, and they're calling timeout. You're up 27. I mean,
in the rain, huh?
Yeah, in the rain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I just say go ahead and punt it. But in this game, I don't think running up's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with running it up.
Right. There's strategy involved here.
Yeah. But that's fine. You save the clock, so that way, when we get the ball, hopefully we stop them here and have good field position, and then maybe we can punch it in.
Going deep for the Spartans will be Gavin Lynch, standing at the 35-yard line, backs up to the 30. Expecting the punt coming up from the Red Devils.
Nice
Gets it off, and it will be out of bounds.
Yeah, well, he's going way up there for an out of bounds. I'm not sure it went out that. I thought it was probably about the 40-yard line. Oh, now he's coming back a little bit. He's going to be at the 36. Yeah, I still think he gave a little bit, kind of been generous for Richmond on that. But
Spartans take over on their own 36-yard line with 6:19 on the clock here in the 4th period.
Yeah, I'd like to see us score again a little bit quicker than we did last time when we took probably 7 minutes off the clock on that one from quarter to quarter. So I'd like to see us maybe score here.
Spartans break from the huddle, and they line up tight form. No, they spin a man. They send receivers to the right and left. And here is a nice run by Connersville to the 30, 25. Finally caught around the 20-yard line. Great run by Spartan.
Yeah, nice run there from Owen Lynch. Oh, no, it's 42. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I looked at it totally
circle,
wrong.
right.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah, great
12
run.
right there. I got to get my glasses fixed, but that circle, yeah, he had been a workhorse tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a beautiful lane that was opened up for him, and he blitzed through that faster than I've ever ran.
Been great to have this kind of play by the Spartans in the opening period, Ron.
Yeah. I mean, again, momentum from week to week.
Sure.
Playing very much better this half, although we spotted them 28.
Here's Kelly looking for a receiver, and he's got one at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it tipped off his fingers. Number 10 right there,
okay.
Shane Smith.
So falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact that we started to have a pass play there on first down.
Second down coming up for Connersville. Here's the snap. Kelly fires
Beautiful.
a pass, complete.
And he's in. Oh,
And into the end zone. Number 10 keeps running when he gets in there.
Yeah,
Shane
he
Smith,
didn't want to
just
stop.
keeps going.
Yeah, and that was a very beautiful play. Very nice pass there. I mean, when you hit your receiver on the run, that's beautiful. I mean, that's just beautiful. I mean, Shane, nice play from the Spartans. You got to wonder what was that first half about, but let's make this as close as we can and learn from next week.
I don't think it's correct. Was it Owen Lynch, number 12? I was thinking it was number 10.
I thought it was number 10 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got the replay queued up again, but I was just very, very impressed with that play there from Lynch.
Yeah, it was Lynch.
Yeah, it was Lynch.
Mm-hmm. Owen Lynch.
All right.
Just a 5'8" freshman.
Yeah, I'd like to see him score.
Yes.
Yeah.
Puts the score at 34-14.
If you're just joining us now, you have to, 34-14. We're playing so much better than we did that first quarter. I mean, we are really out.
Yes.
We're beating Richmond.
Yes.
But we
this
spotted
fourth
them.
period has been good to Connersville.
When you spot them 34, that's.
Ball taken at the 10-yard line by Richmond, and he's in traffic. Dropped around the
you got to watch throwing
line.
people like that, number 9. You got to watch Evan Schaefer. You got to watch that. To me, that's showboating, and that's not necessary, especially when you're down 20.
Yes.
You don't have the right to do that when you're down that much, but still, that's just not the right thing, and be careful. And I know he's trying to fire himself up. He's trying to fire the troops up. Mm-hmm. But just be careful.
Well, it's good to see the Spartans here in this fourth period find weaknesses in the Richmond defense.
I'd like to see us stop them here. Very quick. We still have all of our timeouts. So I'd like to see him stop it here. Let's make this game more interesting and do another quick score.
Ball to 25.
Force a turnover.
First and 10 for the Red Devils. They're on 25.
That almost.
Almost a loose basketball.
Yeah.
Looks like a couple of guys fighting for the ball.
Right, yeah.
When the snap from center, I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a contest here for I've got it and you've got it. No, I've got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dallas Langley came in on the tackle on that.
Yeah, they gave the Spartans time enough to get in there and drop them down for a loss.
Yeah, we're very, definitely a different Spartan team.
Oh, yes. Here's second down and 13, Connersville. 4:58.
That's a fumble, and that's our ball.
Game.
That's our ball. That's a fumble, and it's our ball.
It's football.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, here we go. Let's score again. Let's make it 34-21.
Red Devils, if you'd have made some of these mistakes earlier, it would.
Well, if we would have taken advantage of them earlier,
yes. Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That ball, 2 bad snaps, and now we got the ball back. Let's go ahead and score right here.
First and 10 for the Spartans at the Richmond 20.
Yeah.
Right, 20-yard line.
I think it's either the 19 or 18, Fran. Let me look.
Oh, okay.
Let me see what we got here on. Yeah, they're on the 19.
Right. Here's Kelly taking a snap from center.
Nice.
His receiver's covered, so he carries the ball and goes to his left and picks up 4 or 5 yards.
Very mature play there from Junior as he went around. And, last year he would have probably thrown that or forced it to his receiver.
Yes.
He saw that he had some lane. He saw he had some green. And he went in there and gained about 3 yards on the play. And, again, that's 3 yards we wouldn't have had if he'd have thrown it away.
Yes.
Now it looks like 4 yards as we got it down 2nd and 6.
Right, 2nd and 6 is the call. Deep in Red Devil territory, the Spartans trying to score for the 3rd time tonight. Snap from center. Kelly fires to
Beautiful.
the near side. Got a man.
Schaefer fumbles.
Gets
and
to
the
about
Richmond
the
Red Devil
5-yard
has it
line.
in the end zone.
What was the officials? Fumble by Connersville?
Yeah, that's Richmond ball in the end zone. So they're going to get it at the 20.
Right. Well, unfortunate for the Spartans. Number 9 took the pass.
Yeah,
He's trying to get some running room. That's Evan Schaefer, and another Richmond guy comes in and hits him, and the ball's loose.
Bummer. Schaefer, he's got to feel bad about that, and you hate to see that happen, especially when we've had that momentum going. But still, I believe the momentum's still with us. Let's go ahead and stop him again.
Ball brought out to the 20-yard line of Richmond. The Red Devils go on the offense with 3:59 to play. Up 34-14. Come the Red Devils calling out the signals. Their quarterback. Here's the snap from center.
Oh, he's got a nice lane.
Brings the ball to the near side. Goes around the left side. Ball carriers number 1 for the Red Devils.
And he got the first down on that. That kid has some speed right there.
That's Shane Jones. He's been a ball carrier. He has some experience from last year's team, and he's done well tonight for the Red Devils.
Sure has. He's been instrumental in a lot of those misdirections.
Yes.
I think that's the first down that Richmond's had since that opening drive this half. Other than that, they've been a product of good Spartan defense.
Ball on the Richmond 30.
Like right there.
There's a snap, and the Spartans move in and drop the ball carrier.
This is one of those games where I wish we could start it all over from the second half. I really
That's
do.
right.
That first half was I've not seen a team play this much better after having that bad of a first half. I
agree.
Yeah, that first half could not have gone any worse. Nobody would have imagined that. And then spotting them that first touchdown here in the third, and the boys could have easily thought, well, let's just go ahead and run through the motions. But no, they had that long sustained drive.
Right. Been the difference between night and day, hadn't it?
Yeah. And even with that long drive, Fran, again, you want to try to come back and that beats off a lot of clock, and that's Richmond's advantage. So why don't they score?
The ball carrier plunges into the middle of the Spartan line, is dropped at the 30-yard line around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Let's get the ball back and let's score again. But, again, Richmond, that played into their hands, that long sustained drive, but we did it. We had that sustained drive, and then our defense picked it up, and we scored very quickly again after that turnover.
3rd and 10 for the Red Devils. 2 minutes to go in tonight's game.
One thing I've learned, and I know that the faithful are picking up on it, I know you have, is that these boys, there's no such thing as quitting these guys.
Snap from center.
Oh, nice play. That's our ball.
Ball carrier is dropped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to be our ball if they punt it, which they probably will.
Murray on the initial hit for the start. We'll bring up 4th and 9.
Anthony McLean was one of the guys in on the tackle for the Spartans. And
Yeah, we're finally calling a timeout. I was wondering why, if we were going to call one.
Spartans will call a timeout.
Yeah, we want to score at least one more time, I would imagine.
1 minute and 24 seconds show on the clock.
Yeah, I imagine we would definitely like to score one more time.
Sure.
Timeout on the field. Timeout starts.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it's you see how well we played this half, and and how the never say die attitude is really being shown here with the Spartans. You just got to put that first half out and then start all over next week and build on this momentum that we had this half.
That's right. Pick up where we leave off tonight.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Of course, we got our rivals down south that we're going to be.
Yeah, we go to Franklin County and Brookville next week. Spartans will be on the road for 2 ball games before they're back here in September.
Here recently we won down in Franklin County a few years ago, so it's been recent since we've have beat them on their field. And there's a flag. Legal substitution, Richmond.
Penalty on the offense. There's a legal substitution on the offense.
5-yard walk-off back to the 25-yard line.
I like that.
4th and 15.
Timeout on the field.
There's another timeout.
Wow.
This one called by Richmond.
You got to wonder sometimes,
Really?
I mean, I've seen crazy plays. We've seen things happen here. We've seen things happen in other sports. But I've never seen a 20-point touchdown. So it'd be nice if they had that. But I'm not sure why they want to call a timeout here this late in the game. The ball with the games.
That was a quick timeout.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah, that was a short one. Here we go.
But that's not a good. That's going to be a safety.
Ball into the end zone.
And there's a penalty.
Well, let's see this how they figure this one out, Ron.
Who knows what they're going to do with that? Probably, probably going to be against the Spartans. Personal foul, maybe.
Seen some unusual things tonight.
Yeah, right.
Might as well not quit now.
Yeah. It is a safety. Yeah, but he shouldn't have. Again, you just went in there. The guy was down. Let him go. In a sense of trying to tackle him. What's he going to do?
Well, let's see what happens here.
Well, they're going to probably kick it probably 15 yards closer to what they normally would, because this is a free kick.
The snap went over the
there's no reason
guy's
why
head, didn't it?
Yeah, it went over his head.
Into the end zone.
Yeah, and 33 for the Spartans.
Let's see.
Beckman.
Yeah, we're coming up field now.
Yeah, so this is a free kick. They'll probably give him a 15-yard, they'll probably kick it 15 yards towards, our end. Yeah.
Well, the Spartans got a couple of points on that play anyway.
Yeah, let's score again.
Every little bit helps.
7 more.
They're 16. They trail 34-16 here as we near the end of the ball game.
Yeah, if we score, we'll make it respectable. That would take it up to 34-23. I'd like that.
That'd be all right.
Yeah. I'd like that. Again, this is one of those games where night and day from first half to second half.
I mean, a very disappointing first half, and
a first half where, and I'm sure you thought this too, a first half where I thought there's no way we're going to solve this riddle of this line.
But a very encouraging second half.
Yeah, very encouraging.
Yes.
I mean, this line that Richmond, they dominated both sides of the line, and I thought that there was no possible way that we would be able to fix it.
I agree. I mean, after the first half, it was just
I thought it was a free kick. Apparently it's not.
No?
I thought it was like a punt.
Well, he's taken at the 10-yard line by a Spartan. That's Lynch, number 15, caught at the 20-yard line. That's where the Spartans will start.
Yeah.
So
you got a minute 10.
Very good kicking by Richmond tonight. I'm impressed with their kicking game.
Yeah, me too. They just had that one missed extra point.
Right.
But other than that, when they kick off, they they try to get you down as far as you can in your territory.
Yes. And Cole Martin has done a good job for Connersville.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In kicking.
Yeah.
Spartans take over. They're in their own territory at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see him score right here. A minute 10 to go. We have 2 timeouts left. Richmond has none. So, yeah, we only got 1 in the backfield.
Spartans minus a player here.
Yeah, I was going to say, they
get the 11th player on the field.
Yeah, better hustle.
Now they're lined up. Here's Kelly. Got a man at the 25.
Yep. Looks like he's at 27.
Okay.
We're at the hustle. Yeah, I'm sure they probably got 2 or 3 plays in the can as they're going. They're going to air it out. Dude, nice. Way to go.
Catch by
Beautiful.
Toole. Here's one.
And call timeout.
Toole again to the 45-yard line. Long pass from Kelly.
Yeah, again, lots of maturity there from Adam Jr. as he Fran Tarkenton his way out of that right there and saw his guy open. And just very, very nice read down the field as no timeout has been called, and that's an offside.
At the Richmond 46.
Yeah, that's a fault. Yeah, we're
1st and 10, and the officials now will walk off 5 yards against the Richmond team.
Well, that stops the clock.
You're right.
It's against us. Yeah, one of our receivers on our side.
Against the Spartans.
Yeah, one of our receivers on our side started running a little bit too quick. But again, very, very impressed with the maturity of Junior there. With again, he zigged and zagged out of that and made something happen.
There's Kelly rolling out for a pass. Heaves one long, and it is tipped by a Richmond defender and falls incomplete before a Spartan can grab it.
I would have loved it if Warren Toole would have gotten that one right there.
Right.
But,
tipped by Richmond and.
Yeah, right there. I thought he was going to go in for it. Yeah. Got to dive for those.
That was a great effort.
Oh, yeah. Love to see these guys score right here.
25 seconds on the clock. Here's Kelly looking downfield, running and passing, but it's deflected by a Richmond player.
Yeah, that should be. Is there no flag? I thought he was passing line of scrimmage. Wow.
Stops the clock at 10 seconds.
Yeah, I thought he was passing line of scrimmage right there. Yeah, boy, that he didn't. The ball is not where the chain is. It's a little bit about a yard up, so that's nice. Yeah, 18 seconds to go.
Kelly long pass, and it falls incomplete at the 26-yard line. Took 5 seconds off the clock.
Yep. Last play, possibly of the game. Unless we convert it to last play of the game. Yeah, this is one of those just get open. Just get open.
Here we go.
Give me time and you get open.
There's a pass complete.
You got the first down, timeout.
35-yard line. That'll stop the clock at 8.1 seconds.
Yeah, call timeout. Got the first down.
Kelly looks downfield, fires left-handed.
Yep. Nice play there from 8.1 to go. This more than likely will be the last play. Hopefully we get something in, but again, got to say this, how impressed I am with the Connersville Spartans that they really controlled the line this half. after being so thoroughly dominated that first half, I would have never guessed it, Fran. I would have never suspected it.
I agree. They just couldn't get anything going in the first half of this ball game, and were just at the mercy of Richmond.
You're right. This is something to build off of.
Yes.
Definitely something to build off of.
Ball resting at the 35 of Richmond. Connersville breaks from the huddle. Official out there counting faces, I think, to see.
Yeah, right. Make sure they got enough.
11 guys on the. Kelly takes a snap from center, fires long, and got a man at the 20-yard line. 0's on the clock, and this ball game has come to
well, I guess
conclusion.
It has. We had 1 second on our clock, but that, again, very impressed with the fact that our boys came back, made a game of this. They outplayed Richmond that second half by far. They outplayed them.
I agree.
But we gave them that first touchdown that half.
Right, the block punt.
The block punt to start the game. But we had every reason to give up, friend. We had every reason to just. But these boys came out and they played very, very hard. Showed me a lot. Again, something to build upon as we go to Franklin County next week.
Yeah, I think these kids are going to be okay. I mean,
I think so too.
They had this first half, but they got it out of their
system.
Right, and did a lot of things right here in this second period.
Yeah, everything right.
As you mentioned, they'll be at Franklin County on next Friday, and 2 weeks from tonight they'll be playing at Greensburg, and they will be back home on September the 7th and take on South Dearborn. At Franklin County will be a conference game. South Dearborn will be a 4A game. Greensburg is Class 3A, so that will not count toward the standings in the Indiana Conference. So it should be an interesting season.
Yeah, I mean, again, if we can build off what we did this second half, it should be a good season for the Spartans. Again, started off very, very, way too slow. We spotted them 34, and we scored 16 straight. Not enough,
yeah, that's right.
But again, we're going to build off of that.
Yeah, it was 34-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And, Spartans did play very well in this second or the third and fourth period. So I think. It's encouraging, I think, for the Spartan fans and those that were able to stay around. Some left because of the rain, but those that stayed for the second half were, I think, pleased with what they saw. Yeah,
absolutely. That second half, very much pleased. First half, it's over.
Yes.
Second half, let's build upon that.
34-16, final. Richmond wins the first ball game of the season. Spartans hope to even the season at Franklin County next week, and then again they'll be at Greensburg and home on September the 7th to South Dearborn. For Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schoma, thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody.